Bonjour, chers amis. Bienvenue à la classe de français. Aujourd'hui, c'est un bon jour. It's a nice day today. Today, we're going to continue to review the passé composé. Let's look at verbs with irregular past participles and verbs that use être as a helping verb. Yay! To take notes, I'd like you to make 2 columns on a page in your notebook. On the left side, you'll write the infinitive of the verb, and on the right side, you're going to write the verb in a phrase in the past tense. Let me give you an example. For example, if I give you the past tense for avoir, on the left side, you'll write avoir, which you know means to have. On the right side, you'll write I had in the past tense, j'ai eu. And I've underlined the past participle. You might do that too. It'll make it a little bit easier for you to recognize it. Same thing with the verb voir, to see. In the past tense, it's j'ai vu, I saw. Now, obviously, that changes if you say he saw, il a vu, right? But this is just an example to show us the past participle. Are you ready? Here we go. Avoir, which means to have. So on the left, you're going to write avoir. If you need to write to have in parentheses, you can do that. And remember, pause if you need extra time to write things down. The past participle is, say it after me, it's eu. Eu. Isn't that a weird sound to us in English? But that's the sound in French. Let me read you some sample sentences, and I'd like you to say them after me. J'ai eu un petit chien. Il a eu faim. Elle a eu 10 ans. Fantastic. Fantastique. Être is to be. Été is the past participle was. So you want to write those down in your columns. Pause if you need to. Say the sample sentences after me. Numéro 1. J'ai été très content. Two. Deux. Il a été en classe. Numéro 3. Elle a été au cinéma. Fantastique. The third one is faire, which you already know means to do or to make. And the past participle is fait, which looks a lot like the present tense also. Say that these 3 examples after me. J'ai fait la cuisine. Il a fait la vaisselle. Elle a fait une promenade. Wonderful. Remember, pause if you need to write things down. The fourth one is mettre, to put on. If you remember before now, all the way a long time ago, we learned the verb mettre when we learned clothes, right? Clothes that you put on. It can also be to put something down. So the past participle is, say it after me, it's me. Me. Just like the word me in English. And then say the 3 examples after me. Numéro 1, j'ai mis le crayon sur la table. Numéro 2, il a fait des achats au centre. Numéro 3, elle a fait un pique-nique au parc. Excellent. Numéro 5, the 5th one, prendre, to take. Pris is took, P-R-I-S. Write those down and then repeat the sentences after me. Numéro 1, j'ai pris le crayon de ma sœur. That was mean. I took my sister's crayon, pencil. Numéro 2, il a pris une photo. He took a picture. Numéro 3, elle a pris mon sandwich. Voir is to see, and we may not have gotten to this verb last year, so we want to add it now. Voir is to see, and vu is the past tense. Say it after me. Vu. Vu. Okay, répétez. Numéro 1. J'ai vu un film d'horreur. Numéro 2. Il a vu le Cirque du Soleil. Numéro 3. Elle a vu un bon film hier soir. Excellent. Let's try putting these into French. Now, there's quite a few of these. You may do them spoken or written, whichever you want. The best way to do it is to go back and forth or do it twice, once spoken and once written. I'm just going to give you this sentence in English, give you a few seconds, and then I'll give you the French, and I'll put it up on the board too. So, I took a walk. J'ai fait une promenade. Elle a fait une promenade. He saw the movie. Il a vu le film. I put on a t-shirt. J'ai mis un t-shirt. I was afraid. Remember, pause and look in your notes if you need to. Then you can press play again. J'ai eu peur. He put on a t-shirt. Il a mis un t-shirt. She put on a t-shirt. Elle a mis un t-shirt. He was happy. Il a été content. She was afraid. Elle a eu peur. He took a walk. Il a fait une promenade. I was hungry. J'ai eu faim. She took the pen. Elle a pris le stylo. I was late. J'ai été en retard. She was happy. Elle a été contente. I took. J'ai pris. I was happy. J'ai été content. Now, if I were to say that, I would say j'ai été contente because I'm a girl, right? He was late. Il a été en retard. She was hungry. Elle a eu faim. He took the pen. Il a pris le stylo. I saw the movie. J'ai vu le film. He was afraid. Il a eu peur. She saw the movie. Elle a vu le film. He was hungry. Il a eu faim. She was late. Elle a été en retard. That was some great review. Now we look at verbs that use être as their helping verb in the past tense. This is the list of verbs. Unfortunately, it's a little bit blurry. You should have this list in your notes already. You don't need to copy it down. However, if you can't find it in your notes or you're not sure what it was, please press pause and copy these down. These are the verbs that use être as a helping verb. So please press pause now if you need to copy them. This diagram shows us these verbs in a picture form. There are a couple words on we have here we haven't learned. We haven't learned the word né, which means born, which is right here where we have the little cradle. And we also haven't learned the word for died, which is over here, mort. But we don't have to worry about those. Those aren't actually in our curriculum. I just left them there because that's the way they were in the picture. But you can see entrer, rentrer, arriver, right? Entered, re-entered, arrived, monter, went up, rester, stayed, descendu, went down, tomber, fell, sorti, left, So you can see those are the verbs we've learned. Also in the upper left-hand corner, we have aller, which means went. So let's practice a few of these. Let's just take our list that we have. If you need a moment to go back and find your list from earlier in the last semester, then by all means, take some time to do that. And then here we go. He climbed would be il est monté. So I'm going to give you in English, you're going to write it in French. It's a very simple practice. You can write it or you can say it. I'd prefer you did both. Maybe alternate or do half and half. Here we go. Il est, oops, I'm sorry, I went the wrong way. Il est monté. Here's our first one. Elle est sortie. Notice the E on the end because she's feminine. Elle est descendue. He entered. Il est entré. I went down, as in the stairs. Je suis descendu. If you're a girl, you would have an E on the end of descendu. He fell. Il est tombé. I went. Je suis allé. Elle est restée. Il est parti. Elle est entrée. Je suis retourné. Elle est tombée. Je suis resté. Elle est partie. Elle est retournée. Je suis montée. Remember, if you're a girl, anytime there's a je, you've got to put an E on the end. And if there's an L, you have to put an E on the end of that one too. He went, as in down the stairs. Il est descendu. Elle est allée. Il est rentré. Je suis entrée. Il est resté. Il est allé. Je suis tombée. Roxy, my dog is making funny noises. She went back in. Elle est rentrée. That is not me, that's my dog. Stop breathing so hard. I left, je suis partie. Je suis sortie. Elle est montée. Il est retourné. Il est sorti. I don't know if you guys can hear my dog, but it's crazy. Je suis rentré. Great work, bon travail. Now we're going to go on to the independent work to put it all together in Google Docs. So this is where I say au revoir to you, bonne journée, and à demain.